right in the heart of a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the L.A.R. I feel a cold stare.
No one should be watching The Color Purple, Roots, any of that in elementary school. Personally,
that's pretty heavy.
You said they shouldn't?
Should not.
Yeah,
in elementary
it's
school,
pretty heavy.
No
your brain
Roots?
is
That's pretty heavy.
My mom,
Is it? That's real though. Like that's real.
My mom had me watch Roots, and then I had to go to my white grandma's house, and I did not want to go. We got into an argument, and I was like, absolutely not. And
that's a good thing.
Me and my grandma had a
that's
whole
that's
conversation.
A good thing. I think that's a great thing.
I was in tears.
But that's a teaching
at
moment.
5
Do you think
years
these kids
old.
today
This is what her
those?
grandma's supposed to tell her.
I was terrified of my white grandma at 5 years old, sitting in this woman's kitchen at the opposite side, and I was like, did you do this to black people?
This is what,
like,
yeah.
Why? No, that's not a conversation a 5-year-old should be having. That's not a conversation.
If you're having a reaction like that, you should definitely have that.
I had a reaction because I was watching somebody's foot get cut off and somebody get beat. Sometimes we as people have that whole like trauma bond, like, well, it happened to me and I'm fine. You're not fine. That's not okay. I was not okay. I would never.
I think I would definitely show my kids Roots, bro.
I think the development for children is vastly different. I think these are things that need to be taught, but at 5, absolutely not. Like,
I would say this so real quick.
Children.
Would you teach them any kind of slave information at an early age?
No.
Or would you wait?
No, I'd wait. Yes.
How long? So what age is appropriate for slave information?
Not under 10.
What? No, my kid is
not under 10.
He
not
has
under
to know.
10.
Racism starts literally as soon as you can.
So my thing
As soon as you can talk, yeah.
So they got to know why.
Because it's taught.
They have to know. Know why as soon as they're able to actually.
So my
take
thing
information.
is not under 10, and the conversations would have to be completely curated to ensure that full comprehension is had.
What's good, man? Let's get it, man. Let's do this. When should you talk to your kids about racism, right? I'm not in agreement with this young lady because I traumatized my white grandma, so we should never talk about this. We should just give it up. You know, white people did bad stuff to black people, but you know what's more important? I traumatized my white grandma about it. We should never talk about it. Listen, man. Let's just live in reality for a second. Man, your kid gonna be called all type of names. Preschool. You know, let's not talk about race. But you get no. Your kid could be autistic in a preschool getting beat because of race. Kid getting 2nd and 3rd degree burns because we don't like these black kids because of race. You got national news stories of and women becoming millionaires, calling black children the N-word in the park. But you know what you're going to go? No, we shouldn't talk about it because my white grandma, Meemaw, was offended because of what I saw in Roots. Did y'all do this? Your grandma could have said yes. You know, running around here talking like remember when Barack Obama was like, my grandparents said some pretty racist stuff. How old do you think they were? You got to understand something. Children have been disowned when they were infants because of race. Like what? What? That kid shall never step foot in this house. Get rid of it. Never in my life. If the boy makes the NFL or NBA, call me. You know, so that concept of, when should you do it? You should do it early. You should, and I'll say this. You should do it if you should do it the first time it happens. The first time your kid has a weird, I don't know what happened, but have that conversation then. When is that conversation gonna happen? When they're around other kids, 3, 4, 5, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Because see, what you forget is other people's family teach their kids racism. You know, it's taught in the home. Taught in the home, baby. So just because you offended, it doesn't mean So- somebody other some white kids' parents, some Asian kids' parents, some Hispanic kids' parents. Samoan do the hump that hump. Not so much with Samoan, but you're gonna get that. Your kid gonna get that. You remember the what do you call that? I was about to say the blue eye test, brown eye test, but that's not that. The doll test. Those were kids. Kids. The black doll's bad because it's black. Where did you get that from, Jennifer? Turn right into Bobby Boucher. Mama said. Mama said. The black doll robbed the liquor store. The black doll robbed the liquor store. Yes, Mama said. Mama said black dolls rob liquor stores. Black dolls ain't even alive, but they can do it because they're black. So it's that type of stuff. And then what was the thing recently? But that's kind of part of that test. But even when you were talking about how can I say this? Even teachers were saying that they're suspicious of the black children. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this. I gotta say it. Black women don't get it until they have black sons. That's just a thing. Like because it's like we're in it together. I'm black and you black, and we have black experiences. But then when they have sons, they go, no, this different. This different. I ain't never had this experience. We ain't never had this one. What? I ain't never. Nah, I ain't never been. The teacher ain't never do that. Like it's that because it's completely different. And I'm saying that because I've seen numerous black women have to recalibrate their thinking because the like being a mother and dealing with preschools and schools, it starts dawning on them like, wait. I thought we was friends, and this was, I thought we were women, and this that's my kid, So, but this little girl black too, but she don't. I get it now. I get it now. Well, it starts early. Your kid's kind of smart. Let's dumb them down. Whoa, whoa, slow down, cause I can't take the heat. Slow down. It's like what? Yeah. We tripping. So now and people like this, and this young lady was gonna fall into the category of the tragic mulatto because she just said, "F racism, white grandma more important." What about your black grandma? Your black grandma, like your black grandma sitting somewhere like, "I told you, I told you, what I tell you, told you, I told you that heifer don't care, told you that heifer got a coon spirit, she do, and if she have a baby, that baby gonna be like when they had the Colin Kaepernick movie. What was it? It wasn't a movie. It was a series on Netflix when he was raised by his adopted parents, and every time there was something racist happened, they were like, "No, Colin, what's the problem?" She gonna be one of them people. Like, no. It could have been racism, but no. They just don't like your shoes. It could have been racism. No. They don't like you eating peanut butter and jelly as a kid. That's bad. See? It could have been racism. But no. It was your backpack. What? No. And the kid got to go, Ma, they don't like me because I'm black. Okay, let's talk about race now. No. You got to let your kids know. Because what winds up happening is, and I hate to say this, but it's very much so a thing. when you don't inform your kids about racism, you're trying to protect them, like let them have their childhood, and I get that. But you leave them oblivious to what's going on around them. And what I mean is, people used to tell kids like, hey, watch out for strangers. They'll kidnap you. They'll do stuff to you. And you tell your kid that, but you won't tell your kid like, watch out for people who are racist, because if they're racist, they actually might kidnap you and harm you. And it don't dawn on you. Like, oh, don't take candy from strangers. Okay. You know, somebody calls you racial slurs, give them a hug. No. No. Be like, that's my friend. And it's like, okay. Don't put your kid in a sunken place at 3, 4, 5 years old. And people go, well, it's not that bad. It is that bad. It is that bad. People do that type of stuff to kids. So why are we gonna act like it don't exist? Matter of fact, get on the internet and go, hey, how old were you when you had your first racial experience? Most black Americans first racial experience was probably in their childhood, early childhood. Can't ignore that. And it don't just happen one time. You know, when you get around black people, go, man, this is the first time I dealt with racism. You lucky. Either you lucky as hell, or your parents didn't talk to you about it and you stupid. And you lucky you alive, because you probably put yourself in some dangerous situations thinking, oh, it's not racist. But hey, just tell me what you think, man. I'm done. Catch you on the next one. Peace.